Today we're talking about how to become a UX designer in 2024. And I wrote down
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9 bullet points to explain to you how I would go about it if I was to start in this year. Let's start. Understand the basics. So the first point that I have noted down is that you learn the fundamentals of UX design, which includes use of psychology, design principles, and UX methodologies. Number 2, earn a certification or a degree. It is not as easy anymore to get a job in product or UX design without a certification or a degree. It obviously depends on your location and also depends on if you aim to be an employed designer or if you want to go freelancing. That being said, in my career, I have worked with people, designers with different backgrounds. So some of them had like a background in psychology, a background in architecture, no degree at all, a tech degree, or just some other human or human studies or like another degree in that area, like literature or something that has nothing to do with design. But as I already mentioned, the market has changed. So as a junior designer, you definitely need to show something that you have run through an education or that you have some experience with design. It's not as easy. You cannot just walk into the door and ask for an internship and then they hire you for that internship and then you learn on the job. That might still happen, but then you're very, very lucky. The location you're looking for a job in will also affect your success. For example, in Germany, I feel from my personal experience, it is easier to get a junior position because there are more companies that like SaaS, software as a service companies that have their own product and are on the market. So they have the capacity to hire junior designers and train them. Whereas here in Norway, it's mostly consultant work. So you have to be a midway to senior designer to actually get a job. It's also not very helpful that Norway is the country with the most master degrees in the European Union. So actually most of the people here come with a master's degree in some kind of form, and if they have a master's degree in tech and are looking for the same position, applying for the same position that you apply for, it will be harder for you to be seen or to be recognized. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, because they do hire for talent. So if you're a very talented designer and you can you have a track record of jobs you've done maybe as a freelancer or as a passion project, then it might be that they will be interested in still hiring you. But that's very, very rare, just so you're aware of that. As for the US market, I know people that have worked in the US. I myself have not worked in the US, so I cannot really talk about the US market as an employer from an employee's perspective. An alternative route to the college and university degree could be participating or becoming an alumni in a bootcamp. There are several UX bootcamps out there, or like programs, courses that you can run through. I myself have not, I don't think I've worked with people that went through a bootcamp and then got the job. So yeah, I cannot really talk about the success rate of applications through that process, but maybe you can, if you are interested in a specific bootcamp, you could look people up on LinkedIn that are alumni of that bootcamp and then ask them how their experience was. That could be an idea. Number 3, make learning a habit. The industry is evolving and developing, not only since AI has entered the playground. Even before that, things are changing all the time. So keeping up to date with working methods and new technological advancements is mandatory. You have to learn, you have to love learning. And you can do that by following, for example, industry leaders on LinkedIn, on X, formerly known as Twitter, or read their blogs if they have one. Threads, I think, Instagram, maybe they post there as well. Just follow them. Reading books, obviously, blogs, doing online courses, workshops, and platforms for that are like, for example, Coursera, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, or Interaction Design Foundation. Not sponsored, but they have good material on all my videos. You can just stay on this channel because I'm making more videos about UX design. Cringe. Number 4, build your portfolio. This one is a very important one because you write your application, and mostly nowadays you won't even write a text anymore, but you will just write a little bit about yourself, your motivation, and then they will go straight to your portfolio. I have hired UX designers myself, so I've also sat on the opposite side of the table when hiring people. So I wasn't only the person that was interviewed, I was also the interviewer. And you wouldn't know how fast we go to the portfolio, because that's where you showcase your problem solving skills and how good you can communicate these. So it's not solely about the design, but I will talk about this probably in a later video where we deep dive more into portfolios. So work on personal projects or volunteer for non-profits, for example, to showcase your skills if you don't, because as a junior designer, obviously you don't have a job where you can like work on projects that you can put in your portfolio, so you have to kind of come up with projects yourself. And do not think that this is pathetic. Everyone starts out like that because you have to start somewhere, right? So just brainstorm, maybe you have an app idea and you can just identify some features that this app should have, and then you can just start designing screens for it. Or listen around in your neighborhood or your friend circle. Maybe someone has a business and they have a specific problem in their business that you could create a product for and solve a problem. Then that's the best thing that can happen to you, because you have like a hands-on example of a problem that exists in real life and that you designed a solution for. What most people get wrong about a portfolio is that it's not meant to showcase your shiny, polished end result of the work or the pixel perfect screens at the end. It's supposed to show the people who are thinking about hiring you how you problem solve and what your design process looks like the way from the problem to the solution is the thing that they want to see. So do not be scared, do not switch off your perfectionism. It's more important that you showcase how good you are with solving problems. Just had to take a phone call and now we're back and I don't even know where we were. Very professional. Very professional. Number 5, master the tools. Familiarize yourself with the tools that are used for designing and prototyping in the industry. That is Sketch, Figma, Adobe XD, Proto.io, other Framer, I think hopefully still exists, other tools. I would say industry standard right now obviously is Figma. It is used for both lo-fi, mid-level prototyping and designing, as well as building and maintaining a design system. Number 6, working methods. As a UX designer, you will work in a team with developers, product managers, product owners, and you will probably work with a framework, which could be Scrum, Agile, or a form of it. It is helpful to actually know how to collaborate and communicate with your team in your role as a UX designer. Number 7, networking, very important. Attend industry events, join UX communities online, connect with professionals on LinkedIn. Don't be shy. I think reaching out to people on LinkedIn can be a bit weird because it's like
Facebook for professionals.
But I mean, it shouldn't be weird. If you have like a company that you're very interested in and that you want to possibly work for, and you see that like you can, that actually sounds a little bit stalkerish, but you can like look up the designers that are working at that company then shoot them a message
Like, hi, I am looking to become a UX designer. I saw that you're working at company XYZ. I am very interested in this company. Would you be up for a coffee one day?
And you can meet with them physically. Most of them will probably be open to it because it's nice to just talk to other designers or people who are aspiring to be designers, or you can meet with them virtually for a virtual coffee. And if they say no, then they say no. So you haven't really lost anything if you just ask. Number 8, send out applications and get on the radar of HR people. Ideally, you apply to companies that align with your interests and with your values. But, and here comes a controversial take, as a UX designer, you might not get your first choice of workplace. So my advice would be keep an open mind. Not everyone is working at Uber or like, I don't know, other big companies, Twitter, Facebook, Meta in general. Keep an open mind. Sometimes a small, more unknown workplace can be a better choice because the people are, like, the team is tighter together, it's less people, so you know each other better and the work is more fun. I don't know, team events. Keep an open mind, write a lot of applications, even if you feel like you're not good enough for the role, or if the description is not 100% what you think your skill set is. Still apply. Get out. It's not about being the perfect fit for that role, like in that stage. It is more about reaching out and creating awareness for yourself at HR in that particular company. And last but not least, number 9, sought after additional skills or soft skills. And this is a little bit controversial maybe, because as a UX designer, in my opinion, you should be able to understand basic code or even be at a beginner or intermediate level of coding in front-end technologies. Why? Even though you might not use your coding skills on the job, it is still beneficial for you to be able to communicate with developers in the same language. So I will probably make an extra video about this topic, but if you have a technical background, or if you can like learn you learn UX skills, but maybe you can also learn a little bit of tech skills, because it will help you. These were the 9 points that I would emphasize if you plan to become a UX designer in 2024. I know that it's a little bit daunting. I just want to remind you that it's normal to think that you're not good enough, especially when you start something new that you have no experience in. But you have to keep in mind, only if we do stuff and if we put ourselves out there, that's where we gain confidence. So confidence comes from doing, it doesn't come from thinking. Don't make yourself small and don't put yourself down because you feel like you're bad or something. Just start doing it, put yourself out there, ask people, network with people, and it will be fine. And rejection is normal. Even I, as a senior UX designer, after with 10 years of experience in the field, and I even started coding and designing way before that, I also get rejection letters, and it doesn't have anything, mostly it doesn't even have anything to do with you as a, it doesn't have anything to do with you as a person, full stop, but it also doesn't have anything to do with you and your skills, because there's a lot of people applying for the same job, so it might be they just found a better fit. Don't take it personally. So if you're struggling after all these 9 tips that I gave you to land a job, keep in mind, just keep going. Consider internships, freelance projects, just keep on doing. That's the most important part. Don't stop. And there you have it. That's my very compact and comprehensive guide of how to become a UX designer in 2024. I really hope it was helpful to you. If you have any questions, just write them down in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and share it with people that you think it could be helpful for. This is English, yeah. You can also subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about digital products, UX, everything in that direction, because I will put out more of that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.